Alright, so here's the thing about full moons. They've been fascinating people for ages, and I get it. There's something captivating about a moonlit sky, a sense that something big is happening, even if you can't quite put your finger on it. Now, as we approach the full moon on November 15th, 2024, the buzz in the astrological world is real. This isn't just another night to glance up and say, "Hey, nice moon tonight." No. This particular full moon is in Taurus, and for those who follow astrology, that placement adds a whole new layer of meaning, especially for anyone focusing on themes like stability, self-worth, and maybe even money. So, why all the fuss? In astrology, a full moon isn't just a pretty sight. It's often considered a time when emotions run high, insights become clearer, and hidden truths may finally come to light. Some astrologers believe that each full moon creates an energetic culmination point, like an emotional peak in the month. Think of it as a cosmic spotlight on the things you might have been ignoring or pushing aside. And this month's full moon in Taurus is especially interesting. Taurus, ruled by Venus, is all about grounding, beauty, and the material aspects of life: money, security, self-worth. So, if you've been working on any of these themes, whether consciously or not, this full moon could bring some interesting shifts. Now, a lot of people are drawn to the idea that full moons have a kind of magical or mystical power. And sure, there's a certain mystery there, but there's also an ancient perspective to consider. Different cultures have celebrated November's full moon for centuries. For the Celts and Native American tribes, this was the frost moon or beaver moon, a signal that winter's approaching and a reminder to prepare, reflect, and gather your resources. That grounding energy is amplified with Taurus in play, a sign known for its connection to the earth and practical stability. If you're one of those people who's drawn to introspection, especially around the end of the year, this full moon offers a chance to lean into that. There's a subtle push for each of us to look at what we've accomplished, what we're carrying forward, and maybe what we need to let go of to clear the path for the new year. For some signs, this full moon will feel more impactful. While every full moon influences all of us in some way, astrologers are noticing that 3 specific signs might feel a bit more energy from this one, especially in areas like personal growth, financial shifts, or relationship breakthroughs. But here's the thing. Not every shift comes easily. Sometimes these cosmic events bring up challenges, asking us to release patterns or beliefs that aren't serving us anymore. Maybe there's a part of you that's been resistant to change or holding on to something out of comfort or habit. The energy of this full moon might encourage you to let go, creating space for something new. It's a reminder that growth often involves stepping outside of our comfort zones, even when it's a little unsettling. So, if you're curious about how this full moon might affect you, consider it an invitation. You don't have to believe in astrology as hard fact to appreciate the symbolism. This full moon can be a beautiful time for reflection, a time to notice where you're standing in your life and where you'd like to go. And who knows, maybe those cosmic mysteries have something to teach us after all. So, take a moment to look up, reflect, and think about what this full moon might mean for you, personally. Let's dive in and see where this journey takes us. Each full moon feels like an invitation, a chance to look at life through a clearer lens. Every time the moon reaches its peak, its energy reflects the sign it's in, coloring our experiences in distinct ways. This November, the full moon lands in Taurus, a steady earth sign that embodies stability, values, and the beauty of the material world. Taurus is ruled by Venus, which brings a gentle but powerful focus to the things that make us feel safe, grounded, and connected to our senses. Under this full moon, we're called to reflect on what brings us comfort and a sense of security, whether that's a stable financial situation, trusted relationships, or the physical comforts of home. It's a time to slow down, savor, and consider the simple pleasures that give life texture. Taurus energy asks us to assess our personal values, to see if our day-to-day choices are aligned with what matters most to us. This isn't about flashy transformations or radical shifts. It's a moment to look inward, patiently and honestly, and ask, am I living in a way that nourishes me? When the full moon aligns with Taurus, there's a push to evaluate what stability means to us, to check in with how well we're supporting ourselves and whether we're receiving the care we need from others. This can be an incredibly clarifying experience, especially if we've felt disconnected from our values or stretched too thin. Now, while every full moon brings a sense of culmination, this one carries an extra charge thanks to the unique alignment of planets around it. Certain planetary aspects, like those involving Uranus, the planet of sudden changes and upheavals, can intensify the effects of this full moon. Uranus has a reputation for throwing us curveballs, pushing us out of comfort zones, and challenging us to adapt. When its energy interacts with the full moon, it's like adding a spark to dry tinder. There's potential for surprising revelations or shifts, especially around the things we depend on for security. We might experience sudden insights about our resources, relationships, or core values. It could mean unexpected changes in our financial situation, or even in how we relate to others. On a larger scale, astrologers suggest that these kinds of planetary alignments can stir up collective energy, potentially sparking global events that shift our ideas of stability. This isn't about predicting doom, but recognizing that sometimes cosmic energies align in ways that encourage society to reevaluate what it holds as secure. Political unrest, economic changes, or social movements could unfold, reminding us to reflect on our connection to stability, not just personally, but as a society. In many ways, Taurus energy is about taking stock of the things that hold us steady. And when that's challenged, we're asked to find new ways to anchor ourselves. If you're feeling a bit unsettled or anxious around this time, you're not alone. Taurus represents a deep need for grounding, and this full moon could bring up any insecurities around feeling safe or stable. But it also offers a chance for growth. By acknowledging areas where we feel vulnerable, we can start building stronger foundations. It's an opportunity to identify where we need more support and where we might become more resilient. Yes, there may be challenges under this full moon, but there's also potential for profound clarity and a strengthened sense of self. Ultimately, this Taurus full moon is a call to honor our need for security while being open to the unexpected. It's a delicate balance, one that asks us to trust that we can find stability, even in times of change. The full moon has a way of shining light not just on the night sky, but on the parts of ourselves we might otherwise keep hidden. This November full moon offers a powerful opportunity for transformation, encouraging us to release old patterns and outdated beliefs, much like shedding layers we've outgrown. As it illuminates our inner world, it asks us to take a closer look at what no longer aligns with who we're becoming. With every cycle, we're reminded that change is the only constant. Sometimes, even the disruptions we least expect are what push us into greater alignment with our true path. The full moon in Taurus brings this into focus, urging us to let go of rigid ideas and welcome new opportunities that may be waiting just around the corner. For centuries, this full moon has held a special place in cultures worldwide. In lunar traditions, the November full moon, known by various names, like the beaver moon in some Western traditions, symbolizes both abundance and a sense of caution. Its timing marks the end of the harvest season, a period when people would gather what they had sown and prepare for the colder months. This was a time to reflect on the abundance that came from a season of hard work, but also a reminder that the colder, leaner months were approaching, requiring forethought and caution. For some, this moon represented a season of plenty, while for others, it signaled the need to be prudent, a duality that resonates even today as we take stock of our resources and consider the steps we need to feel secure. The beaver moon got its name from a practical ritual tied to survival. It was when hunters in North America would set traps for beavers, ensuring enough furs to protect against the winter's chill. For many cultures, this late autumn full moon symbolized a time for gathering and preserving the resources necessary for the long season ahead. In agricultural communities, the moon's phases guided the timing of planting, nurturing, and harvesting, based on the belief that the moon's pull influenced everything from the tides to crop fertility. These full moons were not just about reaping what was sown, but about respecting nature's cycles and preparing for the shift into winter. In other traditions, this full moon also takes on a mystical, sometimes cautionary significance. The late autumn moon was often linked to beliefs about the spirit world, especially in cultures where November marked a sacred time of transition. For instance, in Celtic traditions, Samhain, an ancient festival that gave rise to Halloween, celebrated this period as a time when the veil between the physical and spiritual worlds was at its thinnest. Spirits were believed to walk among the living, and people would honor this connection with reverence and care, seeing it as a moment to be particularly mindful of energies beyond the tangible. In this way, the November full moon carries an aura of magic, transformation, and heightened sensitivity, reminding us to respect forces beyond our immediate understanding. Ancient lunar calendars, like those used by the Mayans, Chinese, and Greeks, reflect a similar idea. For these cultures, the lunar cycle provided more than just a way to measure time. It was a spiritual guide for when to celebrate, when to plant, and even when to exercise caution. The Greeks, for example, saw the moon's cycles as a reflection of the gods' moods, with certain moons carrying warnings or calling for action. Full moons near seasonal transitions like this one were often seen as symbolic of transformation, echoing the hardships and challenges that could arise during changing times. Whether through agriculture, spirituality, or cultural lore, the moon's cycles connected people with the rhythm of nature, guiding them through life's natural ebb and flow. As we consider the energies of this November full moon in our modern context, we might feel called to reflect on our own foundations, our security, our values, and the structures we depend on. The Taurus full moon doesn't just ask us to assess our resources, it nudges us to make peace with change, to let go where necessary, and to adapt with resilience. In the midst of the unknown, it's a time to strengthen what supports us, honor what matters most, and allow the rest to transform. The ancient Maya saw the full moon as a powerful bridge between the earthly and divine, particularly viewing it as a period for spiritual renewal and rejuvenation. For them, each full moon was a moment to commune with deities linked to fertility, life, and death, bringing an added layer of depth and reverence to their rituals. A November full moon likely marked the completion of cycles both in their spiritual practices and agricultural traditions, offering a natural pause to reflect and prepare for winter, a season traditionally associated with introspection and rest. While the November full moon doesn't hold the same prominence in Chinese culture as it does in other traditions, the lunar cycle in the autumn months does carry significant meaning. The autumn moon cycle, culminating in the Mid-Autumn Festival, symbolizes the fulfillment of hard work and abundance in September or October, a time to celebrate the fruits of the harvest. But as autumn deepens, subsequent moons bring a quieter energy, one suited for contemplation and gratitude, as well as preparation for winter's more introspective phase. In this period of late autumn, the Chinese associate the full moon with themes of balance and caution. Folklore suggests that an especially bright or distorted full moon could be seen as an omen, urging people to address aspects of life, health, relationships, or fortune that may need care before they destabilize. The idea that the lunar cycle can have an actual impact on one's fortune and circumstances is a common theme in various cultures, with many people observing rituals or behaviors around full moons to invite good luck or ward off misfortune. The late autumn moon in particular, with its associations with both harvest and vulnerability, often prompts these practices, grounding the belief that the moon's energy can shape one's reality. And it's true that full moons tend to bring intense energies, often surfacing hidden emotions or heightening situations we're facing, but they also carry a potent opportunity for growth, clarity, and positive outcomes. For certain zodiac signs, this full moon's influence is amplified, bringing beneficial energies, especially in areas like career, finance, and personal milestones. For grounded signs like Taurus and Virgo, the full moon can spark unexpected financial gains or professional advancements. Aries, known for its energy and drive, may find an extra boost in personal achievements or health goals. For Capricorn, a sign that prizes hard work and discipline, this full moon might spotlight career successes or long-awaited rewards. It's a time when these signs could feel a burst of momentum, allowing them to bring long-term goals to fruition. For Taurus in particular, this full moon is a unique cosmic event, aligning with their sign's values of stability and practical prosperity. As the moon's light intensifies in Taurus, it illuminates not only the work they've put in, but also the rewards that are ready to unfold. This period is about more than just financial gain. It's a time for Taurus to see tangible results of their commitment, to feel secure in their accomplishments, and to deepen their understanding of their place in the world. For those born under Taurus, this full moon is an invitation to embrace prosperity, to welcome the abundance they've worked toward, and to appreciate the clarity that comes with it. The energy of the full moon in Taurus aligns seamlessly with their practical and steady nature, making this a period rich with potential and the promise of growth. Renewal. This full moon is a powerful reminder of the strength found in loyalty and commitment, two values close to Taurus's heart. Whether it's romantic, familial, or professional, this period highlights the importance of nurturing relationships and finding harmony with those who truly matter. For Taurus, this means being intentional in showing appreciation. Something as simple as a heartfelt message or an act of kindness can deepen bonds and reinforce the stability that Taurus values. If there's been any tension or unresolved issues lingering in relationships, this full moon offers an opportunity for clarity and closure. By facing these challenges openly, Taurus can strengthen their connections and find a renewed sense of peace and security. This clarity isn't just about healing conflicts, though. It's about building relationships that feel supportive and grounded, ones that can last and bring ongoing joy and fulfillment. For those of us who tend to put career ambitions or personal goals first, it can be easy to let relationships slip into the background, but this full moon encourages us to balance the practical with the personal, reminding Taurus that a strong support network is one of the most valuable assets anyone can have. As you invest time and energy into those close bonds, you may find that your emotional well-being and sense of fulfillment increase too. Beyond relationships, this full moon also creates space for self-reflection. Taurus often finds comfort in routine and stability, but this is a moment to step back and look at the bigger picture. What patterns or routines have you built that genuinely serve you, and which ones might be holding you back? With this energy, it's possible to make gentle, lasting changes that bring you closer to a life that feels aligned with who you are now. It's a great time to get honest with yourself about what truly brings you a sense of security and satisfaction. This full moon in Taurus isn't just a moment in time. It's a call to reflect, celebrate, and recalibrate. Whether you're completing a long-term project, reassessing financial goals, or nurturing meaningful relationships, this is a period for Taurus to appreciate what's been achieved and to set intentions for a stable, fulfilling future. The influence of Venus amplifies these themes, emphasizing beauty, love, and the richness of simple pleasures. Taking time to pause, enjoy the present, and connect with loved ones brings a sense of grounding that Taurus deeply values. Ultimately, this full moon highlights the rewards that come with patience and persistence. It's about embracing the abundance that surrounds you and making choices that not only sustain you now, but also build toward a stable, prosperous future. For Taurus, the energy is right to savor both tangible and intangible rewards, whether that's financial security, the joy of completed projects, or the warmth of meaningful relationships. As the full moon shines down, it brings the reminder that steady, intentional progress can lead to the fulfillment of long-held dreams and desires. For romantic relationships, this full moon can open up a new level of trust and intimacy. It's as if both partners finally see each other's true depth, fostering closeness that goes beyond surface-level affection. In friendships and family bonds, you might find that this period nurtures understanding and mutual support, bringing a sense of comfort and reliability into your connections. Taurus, this is your time to be proactive. With all the manifestation energy in the air, passivity just won't do. If there are deals, contracts, or lingering decisions that have been on your mind, take the initiative and close them out. This energy is here to bring stability and clarity, so use it to wrap up what's been left hanging. Practicality is Taurus's superpower, and it's perfect for navigating this period. If you're eyeing investments, whether in real estate, stocks, or a creative venture, this is the time to make moves rooted in long-term vision. This full moon supports choices that promise lasting benefits rather than fleeting gains. So lean into your practical side to evaluate options and pick the path that aligns with your future goals. What's exciting about this full moon is the potential for unexpected surprises, even for a sign as stability-oriented as Taurus. These surprises might come in the form of a new business venture, a creative project, or even a sudden financial windfall. Trust your instincts. There's a unique opportunity here to welcome in the unfamiliar, which may bring lasting success in ways you hadn't anticipated. For Taurus, this full moon is a period of wealth, recognition, and clarity. It's time to bask in the rewards of hard work and persistence. Whether it's through financial prosperity, completing projects, or solidifying relationships, this energy has you on a path toward fulfillment. To fully embrace this, take action, finalize those deals, invest thoughtfully, and stay open to what the universe may unexpectedly bring your way. This isn't just about short-term success. It's a time of abundance and alignment, leading you closer to the prosperity you've diligently worked to manifest. Now let's talk about Scorpio. Known for its intensity and connection to cycles of death and rebirth, Scorpio is in for a transformative period under this full moon. Ruled by Pluto, Scorpio thrives on change and reinvention, so this lunar energy can feel like a call to embrace their natural tendencies for growth and renewal. Scorpio's opposite sign, Taurus, is all about material stability, which serves as a complementary balance to Scorpio's love for deep transformation. This unique combination of energies will bring about growth and empowerment for Scorpio in a way that doesn't overwhelm, but rather clarifies and enriches their journey. For Scorpio, the full moon represents a peak, a culmination of both physical and emotional cycles. This energy can bring about breakthroughs that may have felt out of reach. It's a time for deep reflection, a shedding of past burdens, and an emergence into a more evolved self. Scorpio's natural ability to dig deep will serve them well here, as they'll be able to bring to light areas that require healing and resolution, both in their personal and financial life. Ruled by Pluto, the planet of rebirth, Scorpios have an innate resilience and are drawn to hidden opportunities that may arise in times of change. This transformative energy empowers Scorpio to harness this full moon as a moment to turn inward, assess what no longer serves, and release it. In doing so, they create space for new growth and fresh opportunities, essentially laying the groundwork for the next phase of their journey. This full moon can amplify Scorpio's capacity for reinvention, not just in relationships, but also in areas related to career and financial success. This astrological moment invites Scorpio to step into a powerful phase of change and abundance, unlocking opportunities that may have felt just out of reach. With the full moon illuminating their path, Scorpios are encouraged to dive into the depths of their subconscious, shedding past hesitations and stepping boldly into what they may have previously held back from. Whether they've been grappling with financial struggles or career stagnation, the universe is aligning to provide the breakthroughs Scorpio has been yearning for. This could manifest in surprising ways: a financial windfall, a lucrative new venture, or even the fruition of a long-awaited career shift. For Scorpios who've felt their efforts go unseen, this period promises validation. The full moon could bring long-overdue recognition or a development that fast-tracks their personal or professional life. Delays and obstacles are beginning to lift, and this celestial moment provides the nudge Scorpio needs to step fully into their power. Financial growth won't necessarily come overnight, but this shift marks the beginning of a steady rise in security and abundance, signaling an upward trajectory. Relationships are set to benefit from this full moon too. Known for their emotional intensity and loyalty, Scorpios now have the chance to deepen meaningful bonds. Whether it's with family, friends, or a romantic partner, the full moon invites Scorpios to open up, fostering healing and understanding. If they felt disconnected or emotionally distant, This energy offers an opening to rebuild trust and closeness in ways that are truly nourishing. To seize this full moon energy, Scorpio must actively step toward change. Transformation is Scorpio's specialty, but it requires releasing past baggage, which isn't always easy. This period is about letting go of lingering fears, grudges, or regrets that have held them back. Scorpios thrive in the transformative process, and the full moon is a powerful time for release. By clearing out emotional and physical clutter, they're creating space for the fresh opportunities that await. Scorpio might need to revisit old wounds, let go of limiting beliefs, or even declutter their physical space to align with this energy. It's an ideal time to affirm that these fears are no longer relevant, and by letting them go, Scorpio can finally embrace the success they've been striving toward. Collaboration may feel outside Scorpio's comfort zone, but during this full moon, working with others will prove invaluable. While Scorpio often values independence, this period encourages them to consider partnerships and mutual support. Whether it's seeking advice, forming business alliances, or simply opening up to trusted confidants, leaning on others can amplify Scorpio's potential to succeed. By inviting fresh perspectives and working alongside others, Scorpio can strengthen their vision and achieve more than they might on their own. The universe is offering Scorpio a door to new beginnings, and now is the time to walk through it with confidence. Whether it's a new job, a financial opportunity, or a chance for personal development, embracing these openings will propel Scorpio forward. The full moon is inviting Scorpio to harness this momentum, trust in their instincts, and enter this new chapter without reservation. The key to making the most of this transformative time is to remain open to the unexpected and trust in the universe's timing. This is Scorpio's moment to rise, shedding the past and moving forward with the certainty that they are ready for all the abundance that lies ahead. Decision they make under this full moon aligns with their broader vision of success. Capricorns thrive on structure and carefully considered plans, so it's essential now, more than ever, to stay true to their disciplined approach. The energy of the full moon encourages them to reflect on recent efforts and solidify any loose ends, paving the way for the next chapter in their journey. If there are projects or plans that Capricorn has been working on behind the scenes, this full moon offers the clarity and support needed to bring them to the forefront. It's a time when diligent, behind-the-scenes work finally gains recognition. Capricorns who have been striving for a promotion or laying the groundwork for a business venture may find that their efforts are about to be rewarded. Promotions, new responsibilities, or public acknowledgement could be on the horizon, each carrying the potential to bring them closer to their professional dreams. Beyond career, this full moon also creates fertile ground for financial prosperity. Capricorns, often prudent with money, may find themselves presented with unexpected financial opportunities. Perhaps an investment finally bears fruit, or an opportunity to expand their financial portfolio emerges. Those who have remained patient and wise in their financial decisions could see the rewards take shape in ways they hadn't anticipated. This might also be an excellent time to reevaluate financial goals, as the full moon's energy supports making smarter, long-term investments that align with Capricorn's desire for stability and security. Partnerships are also especially promising under this astrological influence. Capricorns often prefer to work solo, but the grounding energy of Taurus in the full moon cycle encourages collaboration and shared goals. If there are potential partnerships that align with Capricorn's vision and values, this could be the perfect time to explore them. Aligning with the right individuals now could open doors to fruitful collaborations, profitable business deals, or even mentorships that guide them forward. For Capricorn, whose instincts about people are often sharp, this period is about trusting their intuition on who to let into their professional circle. To fully benefit from this period, Capricorn should stay focused on what they want in the long term and resist any distractions that don't serve their higher purpose. It's essential to avoid impulsive decisions, as this period is about steady, intentional progress rather than quick wins. By grounding themselves in their goals and remaining methodical, Capricorns can make the most of this transformative full moon, using it as a stepping stone toward lasting wealth and success. Embrace the opportunities presented, knowing that each step taken now is building the foundation for a prosperous and fulfilling future. Taurus can look at this full moon as a moment to commit fully to their long-term plans. This is a powerful time to recognize the results of hard work, so it's essential for Taurus to focus on building a foundation that will support future growth. Embrace the patience and persistence that Taurus energy is known for. It's these qualities that will turn dreams into reality. For Scorpios, this full moon brings the opportunity for deep emotional and financial breakthroughs. Scorpio, often drawn to transformation, can use this time to release old habits, lingering fears, or anything that's holding them back from fully embracing their potential. Financially, Scorpios who have been working in the background will see rewards start to surface. The full moon brings a time of closure and new beginnings, perfect for leaving behind what no longer serves and stepping into a more empowered phase. It's also a time to lean into Scorpios' natural intuition, allowing inner guidance to reveal opportunities that may not be immediately obvious. Embrace this cycle as a chance to renew and strengthen your path to success, both personally and financially. For Capricorns, this full moon highlights career advancement and financial security. Known for their strategic and disciplined approach, Capricorns can use this energy to focus on the steps needed to secure future success. It's an ideal time to seek out valuable connections, attend networking events, or even reconnect with past mentors who have wisdom to share. Although Capricorns are typically self-reliant, there's incredible benefit in leaning on trusted relationships and learning from others. Capricorns who open themselves up to these collaborative possibilities may find doors opening in unexpected, impactful ways. This full moon, occurring on November 15th, isn't just about individual growth. It's also about a collective shift. We're given the chance to reflect on our own journey while acknowledging the global shifts happening around us. By tapping into the steady and transformative energy of Taurus, Scorpio, and Capricorn, each of us can embrace this full moon as a time to gain clarity, release what's no longer needed, and take meaningful steps toward our goals. As we approach this powerful lunar phase, remember to approach your intentions with optimism and grounded focus. Whether it's financial growth, personal breakthroughs, or new professional connections, this full moon encourages us to look inward, recognize our progress, and visualize the path forward. Trust the process, stay true to your intentions, and take this time to set yourself up for the abundance and success that lie ahead. The full moon on November 15th offers an incredible opportunity for transformation and growth, not just for specific zodiac signs, but for everyone. Each one of us can tap into its powerful energy to step into our highest potential. Whether you're working on financial goals, personal growth, or emotional healing, this full moon encourages bold action while maintaining trust in the natural flow of life. For Scorpio, this full moon is a particularly transformative time. Scorpios are naturally in tune with deep emotions, and with Pluto's influence, this full moon offers the perfect chance to clear away old emotional baggage. If there are fears or unresolved issues holding you back, now is the time to confront and release them. Scorpio's intense and passionate nature can fuel the changes you need to make. Trust that this release will make way for a more empowered, focused you. The healing power of this moon can be profound, bringing not just personal clarity, but also deepening your relationships with others. Capricorns, known for their ambition and drive, will find this full moon to be a call to action. If you've been feeling like you're stuck or unsure about your next move, now is the perfect time to reassess your goals and long-term plans. The energy of the full moon can shine a light on areas where you might be holding back, helping you gather the courage to take bold steps forward. Whether it's advancing in your career or starting a personal project, Capricorn's natural ability to structure and plan will help you align your actions with your deeper desires. Use this time to recalibrate, make strategic decisions, and set a course for long-term growth. Even if you're not a Scorpio or Capricorn, this full moon is an opportunity for all of us to reflect, release, and renew. The energy of this celestial event is for anyone who is ready to make changes, whether big or small. The full moon's transformative energy can help you let go of limiting beliefs, clear emotional blockages, and make space for new opportunities. Reflect on your journey so far and set new intentions that align with your aspirations and values. This is a time for mindfulness and optimism. While challenges are inevitable, the full moon reminds us that every setback is merely a stepping stone toward something better. It's a moment to acknowledge how far you've come, celebrate your progress, and recalibrate your path forward. By trusting in the process, you can take meaningful action that will create lasting positive change in your life. As you embrace this full moon's energy, remember that you don't need to have all the answers right now. Surrender to the flow of life and trust that the universe has a plan for you. Let go of what no longer serves you. Create space for new experiences and set intentions that will propel you toward the life you desire. This full moon is a powerful reminder that you already have everything you need to manifest the future you want.